There are problems that come along with that. A lot of times we've been trained to say the right thing, but we're not very good at lying with our bodies. So I'm telling you I'm very interested in what you're saying, but I'm really bored to death, and you can tell just by looking like you said, you can always tell, right? So when somebody is saying, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. No, I'm listening. Yeah, what? Oh yeah, sure, that's great. I'd love to. That sounds perfect. You know, you just know they're full of crap, right? And it's usually not the words, it's all of the other parts. You also have at this point to remember that there are people out there, and that a surprisingly decent sized population of people who have Asperger's or mild form of autism or nonverbal behavior disorder. There's 3 or 4 other things like that, where there is some sort of a change or a diminution in their ability to link the nonverbal and the verbal together and interpret those things correctly. So you might be saying something, and it's very clear from your nonverbal communication that you're joking or being sarcastic, and they might not be able to get that and make that connection. Oh, that was meant to be funny, or that was meant to be sarcastic, or that was meant to be a rhetorical question and not one I really answered, you know, or something like that. And when those kind of moments occur, it's precisely in that response is I'm only responding to the words, I'm not responding to the whole thing, right? So all that nonverbal stuff actually becomes an issue. Even if you're talking on the phone, so you're just listening, you're still listening to the quality of somebody's voice, aren't you? So all of that stuff that's in that vocalic component, the speed, the volume, the inflection patterns, all of those things. What time to go?
I'm recording you.
Oh, you're recording. For what?
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah. Actually,
and
it was
if you make a lot of money, I give you
deal.
money.
Deal.
Okay.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
Anyway, though, you get the idea, right? That once, even in that strictly auditory environment of a telephone conversation, we still need that nonverbal component to fully understand the response, and it's part of the response. And then at that point, when you begin to reflect back, that's when somebody knows whether or not you got it or not, right? So that's why that moment is key. And it's to put it the exact end of the model, because you can see how that then framed your response is usually to say something back, isn't it? Okay, so at the point that I say something back, that's when the other person begins hearing. And then they go through that whole set of processes. So they hear it, and then they understand it, evaluate it, interpret it, and it goes back and forth. So this, if we're going to talk about officially the first part of the class, that's the end of it, right there. Because that closes the loop on that model that we're using. And that's, I think, still just the best model that I've seen. We're going to start talking next time about problems in various areas that we're going to go back and sort of cut across the model. But that finishes it up. So questions on that? On this Courier model? I don't remember ever actually physically drawing the model on the board, but look in the Brownell book and look at the drawing, because at least about a 1 out of 3 chance I asked you to